his suit, because Peter Parker. Because if we look at Miles's new suit, it is completely different than what they did for Peter. Because everyone had a ton of nitpicks about Miles's suit. No one really had any nitpicks about Peter's. But the one thing that Insomniac did, photo mode. One thing that they did is they made this happen. They made it go from the arm right there. You can see the arm. On the normal suit, on the PS4 to PS5 suit, this is what it looks like. Look at the arm. Make a mental note of the arm. But that's what it looks like. But on the PS5 Marvel Spider-Man 2, they made it so that the arm, the wrist, from the shoulder down to the wrist, it goes all the way down. It's all the way red. From the shoulder to the wrist to the hand to the knuckles. It's all the way red. And to the finger. I'm not sure if the fingers are red. Let me check. I'm not sure if the finger is red. So, it's just surprising to me how the top 10 games in my country includes Marvel Spider-Man 2, and it's not even out yet. But, yeah, but look. So, no, the fingers don't look red. So, yeah, they changed that too. Let me go to this picture instead. No, this one shows it better. Oh, no, so the fingers are still red. The fingers are still red. So, they made it go, as you can see now, they made it go down all the way from the shoulder, down the entire bicep, the forearm, the arm, down to the back of the palm, the back of the hand, and then now the fingers are red. I'm not sure if they're gonna like change the material, because if you go onto Marvel Spider-Man stream, if you go onto Marvel Spider-Man PS4 or Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, you can actually tell that they have.
What time is it?
7:39. That they have. That the fingers are red down to the knuckles. They're also very red. That down to the knuckles, it's black on here. And then if you go to Marvel Spider-Man, to the Marvel Spider-Man 2 thing, to this, you can see not this. You can see that it's red. The entire thing is red. Now, I'm not sure whether I like Peter's new suit or Miles's new suit better. I don't really care for I do care for Miles's new suit and Peter's, because Peter's is just complete upgrade. But I'm not sure if we're going to have the advanced suit before we get the advanced suit 2.0. I'm not sure if it's going to be within the first mission we get the advanced suit 2.0 or the advanced suit. I'm not sure. We're probably going to start out with the advanced suit, and then both Miles and Peter are going to get so badly injured in a fight that they have to craft the advanced suit. This is going to be in the beginning of the story, obviously. Their 2.0 suits, the upgraded suit 2.0 and the advanced suit 2.0. So they have to craft new suits. So I feel like they should have one suit power in the game. That wouldn't really be a suit power, but if we go back to Peter's new suit, that we will have Peter's old gadgets from the game, but they cut a few, like the suspension matrix and the thing that. Oh yeah, the suspension matrix and the concussion blast. That they would take those two out of the game, because the concussion blast, they both remind me of force powers. Spider-Man isn't a Jedi or a Sith, so why would he have those? So like, you should be able to use things like the web bomb and the trip mine and like, the web bomb and that doesn't make sense. But right now, like the web bomb and the trip mine and like the impact web and stuff like that. Or they should just be normal settings in the game, like turn on old gadgets. But yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. But I was also talking about the fall damage earlier. But before I get into that, that doesn't look right. you can't actually see Miles and Peter's reflection on the glass. You can't actually see it. All you see is Miles and Peter. You don't actually see their reflection. You don't. All you see is Miles and Peter. Because on the glass, you can see everything else reflection that is in front of them, probably. But also, I'm not sure if that's a Returnal reference or it's just a building design. But if you look, you can see like the little astronaut from Returnal. But you don't actually see them. So that's kind of odd. And yeah. So I just wanted to make these streams just to talk about Marvel Spider-Man 2. I just wanted to make it just to... Because we're getting so close to the game. It's 30 days away. 30 days, which is...
my mom knows about
6 months. So, no, a little over a month away. So 6 weeks.
Tell her about every cracked rib and supervillain with a vendetta?
Yeah, let me turn this down. Settings, audio... Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna actually keep this up because it actually lets us know about different things that'll be in the game. Speech volume, music volume.
That is tough.
Listen.
I never had to face that question.
Because he just said, how much about it should I tell his mother? How much about it should he tell Rio? And that actually, I think, is going to be a huge problem in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Because of the simple fact of that Rio knows she's going to be trying to help him with Peter. She's going to be trying to help him do as much stuff as she can. Because if you remember, Harlem and Brooklyn are going to be two places that you can visit within the game. Harlem being Miles' current place of living, and Brooklyn being Miles' old place of living. Until they went out to Manhattan. But, I don't know. What was I even saying? But, yeah, it's going to be a huge problem within the game. How much Miles should open up to his mother, and how much his mother will be willing to help him. One of those is automatically infinite. How much his mother is willing to help him. Because that's like in math. There's the independent number and then the dependent number. The dependent number is how much Rio will be willing to help Miles, because that depends on how much Miles opens up to Rio. If he opens up everything, like as Peter said, every cracked rib and every supervillain with a vendetta, his mother would be able to help him. She is, in most scenarios, besides this one, she is a nurse, so she probably has nurse training, also, so she can, like, help his ribs and, like, help him out. But also, she should be able to help Miles and Peter both get legal status in Harlem and all of New York, since she is a part of the legal business. Also, she should be able to help them with things like law and medical bills and things like that. Wishlist. Let's get into wishlist. I already have so much stuff that I love about Marvel Spider-Man 2. Even before I know I'm not a content creator and I haven't been uploading anything about Marvel Spider-Man 2. I haven't even tweeted about it. I haven't shown anything. The only thing special is that my playtime on Marvel Spider-Man is less than 200 hours. That's the only thing. But yeah, I couldn't get my hands on the game. I couldn't do anything with it. If I uploaded more, I probably could have gotten my hands on the game. Also, I'm not an adult, so I'm not sure. But I do live in LA, so I probably could have just driven there and just paid to play the game. Just paid them a few $100 to play the game. And if I actually did play the game, I could, like, be giving y'all a full review right now. But wishlist, what would I want? I would say boss bottles with health bars, but that was already in. They already showed us this. But I also want a way more compelling story. But in the middle and end, we need to have a very dark tone. Not too dark. It's still a Spider-Man game, but in the middle of the game, when Peter gets the symbiote, whenever he gets the symbiote, we need to have a darker tone. It needs to go from the beginning can be a light tone, like Spider-Man game, like the original PS4 game and Miles Morales. It should be a tone like that, beside like the original PS4 game. That's what it could be. But then once we get into the middle of the game, it shifts. Like the death of Jefferson Davis, it shifts into a bit of a darker tone and doesn't go up. It only goes down. It only goes darker. Like there should be a few comedic elements, like Miles and Peter having a joke, or like any teammates that they have, like Harry and them like having dinner or whatever. Whatever. I don't care about that. But the game needs to be very dark at the end. Like, Harry should die. Norman should want to get revenge for his son. What was I about to say? Norman should want to get revenge for his son. They should be setting up the third game by the time, before you even end the story. They should be set, like, Goblin shouldn't appear in the game. That's not what I'm saying. Because I want Goblin, because they've already done Doc Ock, they're doing Venom and Kraven, and they're doing Green Goblin. So, and they already did the Sinister Six, but they never actually, none of the villains actually called it the Sinister Six.
If I'm too open, she'll stress out. But if I hold back, she'll stress even more. I don't know, your mom's pretty good with stress. I mean, she can go toe-to-toe with Roxanne. Talk it out.
Yeah, I'm in English stream now.